Hi guys, my name's Calvin. I'm with BushLifeNewZealand.com. I'm going to do a video today on Helikon-Tex Competition Modular Belt Sleeve. These belt sleeves were originally designed for competition shooters, but they're a great, very versatile piece of gear, and you can use them for all kinds of different applications. Thanks to the PALS webbing and the design of the belt, you can basically set this up for whatever you want. So it makes a great hunting belt, or a bushcraft belt, or just general utility bat belt, whatever style. And then obviously it has applications for airsofters and military guys. On the inside of the belt we have EVA foam, and that's a quite generous section of padding there. It's about 10 mils, at least 10 mils, almost 15 of padding there. And then on the outside we have the mesh to help make it a bit more breathable. As you can see, the belt's been contoured, so it wraps around your waist quite nicely. And so long as you don't put too much weight on there, or you don't have some kind of odd body shape, it should sit just on your hips, just perfect, and it should ride quite well. If you want, or perhaps you've got a bit too much weight on there, you can use the belt loops at the top, or paracord loops here. It says 2 at the front and then 2 at the back, and that will allow you to add some suspenders and make it ride a bit better. I personally have gone for the small belt. I much prefer that. I'm using it like a webbing belt. You don't need it to meet in the middle. You just got to carry the gear that you need. And so what happens is if you have too many pouches on the belt, especially larger ones, they will interfere with your legs. So when you're walking up hills and that, say you had pouches here for example, your legs will be bumping into those and be quite uncomfortable and awkward. Also, if you go prone, you'll end up like lying on top of those pouches, and if it's a large pouch like the water bottle one, that can be quite annoying. So I've gone for the smaller style, and that keeps things out to the sides where I like it. We sell these in 3 sizes. So we have the small, which is this one here, and that is 18 channels. So that's each one of these is a channel of PALS, and this one here has 18. So 6 at the back, 6 on the left, and then 6 on the right. So here we have the large belt, and it has 22 channels of PALS. So 6 here, 8 here, and 8 here. The medium belt is 6 at the back, just like these two, and then it will have 7 on each side, and that will give you a total of 20. Up to you what size belt you go for, but personally I think less is more. The belt measures, the small one is 800 mil, and then the large one end to end is about 935. One thing when we're dealing with PALS, each of these spaces, each channel is 1.5 inches wide. So if you're looking at a piece of PALS gear and you're trying to figure out how big is that, so for example the medium, that's 20 PALS channels, so 20 times 1.5, that's 30 inches. And then that will be 30 inches plus a little bit extra for this bit, and then a little bit there. So it just helps you judge whatever it is that you're dealing with. It's a great way to size PALS gear. Something that we're offering with these is a belt. You can fit your own belt in there, but we have designed this one here. And the idea behind this is one size fits all. So we've stitched the end here with numerous lines. So what you can do is just cut it down to size, and I recommend using a lighter, but if you don't use the lighter, you should be alright, because we've stitched it there and it won't fray on you too bad. These belts are 134 centimeters, or 1.34 meters, not including the buckle. and they have roughly 20 centimeters of adjustment in this section here, or 19 centimeters there, so you can shorten that down as you need it. Over here we have some hook velcro, and that corresponds with the belt sleeve. In there we have some loop velcro. So what we can do is run the belt through, and that velcro will mate up and it will stop it from moving around on us. The belts are only available in Coyote Brown, but they match quite nicely with the other colours, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So as you can see, that's now Velcro is mated up, and that holds it nice and steady, and we don't have to, it's not going to move on you. We can then run the belt through the back section. And a nice feature of this belt sleeve is, whilst it has the PALS webbing, the way they've set it up is that you can quite easily attach items to the belt itself. So say here I have a Mora knife, I can run that through there, then back through the back through here. Now I can either mount a belt pouch, for example like this one. This is the Morocco 30 small utility, and that will work quite nicely there. So we have our knife nice and secure, and our belt pouch again nice and secure. Or another pouch that works quite well in these, the Helikon-Tex pouches have a drop down belt loop. So what we can do is run that through there. And then our pouch hangs quite nicely below the line of the belt. So it gives you another option on ways to use things. The pouch also has PALS on the back, so if you wanted to, you could mount that higher and mount that on the PALS channels. The belt itself is consists of two sections of webbing stitched together. So what that means is that it doesn't run through the buckle too quickly. You can still adjust it on the move. But what I find is when it's just one section of webbing, it will, over the course of the day, it will work loose on you and you'll be constantly tightening it. This way, it just stays in position a bit better. And then here we have the option of either, like I said before, you can cut that down if you want, or you can just tuck it away. And then it's nice and tidy. So here we have the PALS, and we can easily mount our pouches. This is that Helikon-Tex water bottle pouch. So we're going to run the PALS through the top. There's two types of PALS. So PALS stands for Pouch Attachment Ladder System, and this is what the name of this type of attachment method. However, you'll quite often hear the term MOLLE or MOLLE. So MOLLE was the first type of PALS gear that was issued to the US Army, and that name has become synonymous. So it's a bit like you have a car and then you have a Toyota. So if that makes sense, they're both used interchangeably, but if you were wondering, that's how the name, the origin of the name, or at least where it comes from. And that just tucks back through there. and allows you to carry your gear. Over here I have a small utility pouch, or this is an ammo pouch from Sword, and again we can just attach that at the front. It works great on the front section, like I was saying. So like I was saying before, we just the belt. You don't want the pouches too far forward, or they'll get in the way of your legs when you're climbing hills and things. So you want that there, like that, so it still comes up. And like I said, that's why I prefer the shorter belts than the longer ones. And also, if you're going prone, you don't want to be lying on top of stuff there. Alright guys, I hope that was useful. One of belts, or Pals belts, have been around for a while. And they're a great piece of gear, very versatile. You use like 100 different uses for them really. We sell a load of different pouches, so check those out on the website. But of course you can get Pals pouches almost anywhere. They've been in use for well over 20 years now, so there's like a million different types. So you can set your belt up however you like really. Thanks for watching to the end. If you end up on the website, make sure you sign up for our email list. Loads of cool stories in there, loads of discount codes. It's well worth it, and we won't spam you. Alright, hit the hills, live the bush life. Cheers guys.